Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. My brothers on earth. Joy reigns in all our hearts. There isn't a day that goes by that we don't celebrate victory. Let us not celebrate the success of the planned operation for the liberation of this planet. It's a shame that not all of you can believe that. It is a shame that you still experience fear, distrust, total skepticism regarding what is about to happen. For a long time, you were imprisoned, you were led to believe that everything would only get worse until the human race became extinct. You were heading towards this. If it weren't for the interference of those who planned all this action, this planet would no longer be inhabited today. And perhaps he had caused a great imbalance in the world, through his wars and his bombs. Then yes, you could say, there would be nothing more to be done. Because if there were still survivors left on the planet, they would die over time, such is the load of radioactivity that would prevail on this planet. So analyze, what do you see today? Yes, there are still some small conflicts, but the big wars are over. Many attempts have taken place for you to go to war, some of them very recently. It turns out that every leader, from every country on this planet, is aware of our presence. They know that they will achieve nothing, whether with the intention of destroying the planet or involving you in any dangerous situation. Except, your world is no longer the same. They tried to destroy them, they tried once again to end the human race, through a simple microorganism, programmed to kill. And there you are. Some are still carrying out a conscious quarantine, at home, respecting the enemy outside. Many no longer believe until an epidemic has occurred, let alone a pandemic. They continue to believe that this was all a big hoax, that this is all just a way to scare you all. If you could have access to their minds, those who have a slightly higher consciousness would be horrified by what goes on in the heads of their politicians and great rulers. You have no idea. And you idolize them, fight for them, even die for them, by an idolatry, a supposed conscience, which in fact does not exist. There are no idolatries. There are no perfect beings. You let yourselves be carried away by the duality of the third dimension. Many of you never agreed, many of you have never experienced evil, but a large majority have found shelter there. He found his livelihood, he found his possessions, he found the possibility of having everything that those who work from sunrise to sunset have, quickly. So these people really want to expand their consciousness more and more, involving you in tricks and fake news, so that you lose hope once and for all. This subject is a repetitive subject, but it is very important at this moment. Always remember, they are the ones who control the media. So don't believe everything you hear or read. Even your internet is no longer safe ground. Because they take advantage of everything we have said and affirmed, to post other news that causes imbalance. Don't get carried away by absurd news. Don't let yourselves be carried away by fear. News that generates fear is false. Everything will be done, within the most absurd order and planning. There will be no chaos. There will be no confusion. So don't get into these third-dimensional concepts that you have. We have been saying here for a long time that each of you has a being of the same soul race, close to you. Trust him. He will know how to guide you to the right place safely. Do not panic under any circumstances. We didn't have all this organization, this planning, to end up making your planet a pandemonium. Everything will be in complete calm and organization. We have already said here that each one of you is mapped into our systems. Then no one will be forgotten, even their little beings, who live in their homes, are also mapped. No one will be forgotten. No one will be left behind. So there is no reason to panic. Panic is a third-dimensional feeling. And if you are people who want to go to the fifth dimension, you have to wait patiently and with great confidence. Everyone's time will come, the time to be seen, time to be introduced onto the ships. No matter what will happen, everyone will have their moment, their time, and their turn. We will not allow riots. The word that has been echoed is trust. So you have to simply trust that the time for each of you will come. There is no point in anxiety, much less despair. Because this will lower your energetic frequency. And you don't want, in the final hour, to lose all the work you've done, because at that moment you're vibrating low. Will you want this? We are sure not. Then each of you will know the right time to introduce yourself. There will be no riot. Turmoil is what those who do not vibrate the light will try to do. They will try to create turmoil, but you will not be affected. Whoever is vibrating high, whoever has the frequency ready, will not be affected by the turmoil, because we know who each of you is. So there is no need to be afraid, nor is there any need to doubt that they will not be supported. Much will still happen before the event. And in these events, we will be able to show you that organization is possible, that organization is essential. And then you will understand when we say that we have everything mapped and organized. No one will be privileged. There is no privilege for anyone. So don't try to believe that because you are this or that, you will have privilege, won't have. You are all souls, and as souls, you will have frequencies, and by frequency you will be separated. There is no such thing as this story that whoever is like this or that will go first. Everyone will be served in the same way. Don't get carried away by fake news. Don't let yourself be carried away by people who want to destabilize your consciousness. Anyone who wants to go to the fifth dimension has to remain confident in all aspects. You cannot generate fear in anything, in any event. Trust has to be total, it's not just trusting at one point and feeling afraid at another. Trust has to be total. And one thing must be very clear, no one will be taken to our ships by force. It will be each of your decisions. Anyone who trusts us will be very welcome. Anyone who doesn't trust will simply be removed from the list and will remain on the planet. Nothing will be forced. We will not induce anyone to enter our ships. Whoever wants will enter. Why enter our ships? We cannot say this information, you will know later. But let it be in your hearts that our love for the people of this planet would never allow us to force you into anything. We want you together with us with an open heart, with an open mind, so that we can have a long chat, as you say, all together, so that we can show you your real soul homes. So I repeat again, everything is very well mapped out and organized. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The moment is one of pure confidence, and whoever has this pure confidence, after everything is over, that you will reach the fifth dimension, you understood why everything was done. And we hope that everyone will be very grateful for having been welcomed by all of us. I am a Pleiadian, but I also speak as a representative of many beings that are here. I am not a commander, but I am one of those who plan, who organize. And I made a point of coming here today, to show you that we don't do things hastily, we do it with a lot of planning. We are all here, gathered now. There are many of us, of various races, from various planets, from various galaxies. All in one heart, all not just thoughts. And I tell you all that we are anxious, but not out of balance, we look forward to welcoming each of you. And as has been said by our own commanders, being able to give a hug, in each of you that you allow us to do. We love you. We understand that many do not admire us, and are repulsed and afraid of us. We understand, this is what was passed on to you. So you don't know the truth. But we are sure that when you see us and when our eyes meet, you will be able to feel the love we have for you. And it will be a moment of great joy. It will be a moment of union of intergalactic races, and the moment of a new beginning for planet Earth. Just like you, we want this to happen soon. But precisely because of the planning and organization, Everything is very well defined in terms of time. We are ready. We are just waiting for the signal from our commanders. We are all very well dressed to welcome you, so that our appearances are a little friendlier to you. And we would very much like you to accept us and respect us, like the brothers of Universo, because at the bottom of this whole story, we live in the same house created by the greatest creator. We are neighbors, we are soul relatives. Of course, feelings will not arise at the moment, but if you allow a simple hug, which by the way, is an act that few of us know, and you taught us to share this moment. And we want to share this with you, and in the moment of this hug, you will feel our energy, our love. And it will be an unforgettable moment, both for you and for us. My name is Krian. Not Kryan, as you know it. And all my other journey companions are here sending you a hug. See everyone with the hug symbol in front of their bodies, humbly embracing each one of you, and passing on all our love. Trust us, because we trust you.